Alright, and so our journey continues. Not begins, it began last stream. It continues. And what happened last time? Well, Goric got catfished and kidnapped by Aetherblades. And we ended up in Cantha in the process of pursuing him. We now have Mytrin, the leader of the Aetherblades, in custody and in tow with us. And yeah, we're on our way to take her to New Kainag City. We will not fight the Oni, no thank you. Those things are really tough to solo. See, what if I use the waypoint? Yeah, there we go.
As of right now, no one knows where they are. Not even Mytrin.
Can we trust her? It's my understanding she led these pirates.
Would anyone
That's
like
a good
to guess the
question.
main material?
We'll be keeping a close eye on her. What I wanted to ask you is, can we trust June?
Her relationship with the Aetherblades is a concerning matter. One she'll have to answer for. Madame June is not a traitor. Empress Fen is certain of this.
Understood. Well, I have to get a trade deal in front of Minister Ishikawa soon.
Please apprise us of any Aetherblade developments.
Of course.
Oh yeah, and also, the Aetherblades had a bit of a mutiny. One half is following Anka, the other half was following Mytrin. But we're trying to figure out where Anka went off to and what they're
The Ambassador
doing.
was just updating me on your encounter, or lack thereof, with the Aetherblades.
The one called Anka staged a mutiny. We just missed them.
You have an intriguing air about you, Commander. You fail continuously, yet it does not seem to impact your morale. Your efforts have been remarked upon. The Empress appreciates all you've tried to do.
I'm not finished yet. Once we get to New Kaining, we'll deal with the Aetherblades.
We have every faith in you. Now, please excuse my brevity, but there are matters here that demand my attention.
Anything I can help with?
I'd focus on getting your transit documents first. Though, should you later have a spare moment,
Sorry.
perhaps I'll avail myself
drink
of
water
your
wrong.
generosity. Xingjie is the model of serenity, but it has its issues. Naga raids, purists, and spiritual hauntings, to name a few.
You need something, Commander. What's up with the Naga?
I thought I told you to focus on your permit, Commander. The Naga were once so peaceful. Wonderful storytellers. Bushido's Jade Wind nearly drove them to extinction. Those who survived swore vengeance against humanity.
It's been 500 years since the Jade Wind, hasn't it?
As I said, wonderful storytellers. Not quick to forget. And we didn't exactly make a great case for forgiveness. If you cross them, they will not show mercy, Commander.
But I'm not human.
You've made peace with humans. For many Naga, that's worse.
What exactly are purists?
The Ministry of Purity was xenophobic, genocidal, and tyrannical. Fascism hiding behind promises of prosperity. Their views are widely disdained in modern Cantha, but there are some who cling to them anyway. The purists. These cowards wear masks, meet in secrecy, all in a dream of somehow restoring Cantha to lost glory days. I want to believe they represent the death throes of that ideology, but they've been more active lately. Recent incidents have given their recruiters plenty of ammunition.
Right. Sorry about that.
It's better they're moving in the open. Makes them easier to catch.
You think the... Well, we'll see. I won't spoil. So, spirits.
Tragedy leaves a mark. And despite its beauty, Xingzhe had seen no shortage of tragedy. Those killed by the affliction or the Ministry of Purity are bound there. They're rarely seen during the day. At night, however, no matter what, they seem to come back. So the harbor locks down at sunset, for everyone's safety. In Cantha, we revere our ancestors. But when spirits pose a threat, we must prioritize the living.
So, I guess we're working with my Trin now.
Never thought I'd see the day. Do you suppose we can trust her?
What choice do we have? She knows Anka. And for what it's worth, I felt she was sincere back there. She's committed terrible acts. The people of Lion's Arch deserve justice. But it has been 8 years. There's gotta be space for people to change, to grow. We're all learning to be better people, right?
Maybe.
Well, I just want to say, thank you, Commander. I can tell you're trying to be more diplomatic lately.
Whatever I can do to make your job easier.
Yeah, this is a pretty delicate situation. Don't want the Empress to, you know, be like, you know what? On second thought, let's not open our gates. Goodbye.
Please take a number from the jar and we will call on you shortly.
Oh, that's the jar.
Number 9. Serving number 9.
Ugh, about time. I've been waiting all morning. I had to complain to your manager.
So sorry. Let me help you process your paperwork and then I'll help you file a customer complaint. Okay, number 43. Step right up.
I just moved and was told to file a change of address with the Ministry of Transit.
Oh, so sorry. This appears to be the olive green form. The change of address form is more of a lime green or chartreuse.
Please! I've been here for hours!
Number 153, it's your turn. Please step forward.
153! I'm here!
Almost fell asleep.
Transit permit to New Kaining? Sure thing. Just fill out this form for me, please.
Pay special attention to fields 3X-12 and 53C. Those always trip people up. Right. The travel documents have a number of fields that require filling out. The first of these fields asks you for you to enter your name. Sign as Logan Thackeray. Sign as write in Grand Poobah for your name. I'm just gonna put my regular name. There we go. The next field on the travel papers asks you to fill out your race. That could be a Skrit or a Quakin. Asura. The last field on the travel papers asks you to declare your purpose for traveling. Enter sightseeing, business trip, just the experience. Saving the world from a catastrophic entropy and chaos. Yes.
Ah, thank you. What a beautifully filled out form. It'll take an indeterminate amount of time to process your transit permit. Then you're good to go. Please enjoy the local sights while you wait. Seriously, it might take a while.
Rama, are you still listening in on our calls?
Not willingly. You really need to use a more secure frequency.
While I wait for these transit permits to clear, is there anything I can do to repay my debt to Cantha? Navon mentioned she was swamped. Thought I could help.
That's actually... I'll be honest. At this point, we need all the help we can get. I appreciate it. Thanks.
So we just kind of work on filling this bar, which is just...
Hello.
you know, doing events and whatnot. You know, get the lay of the land. I'm kind of surprised that they hit this a little bit later on. Usually this is kind of like an early on when like you first come into the area. But we're already on Act 2. And that's kind of odd. Unfortunately, we can't do the meta event here, as it's currently on cooldown.
Let's have some fun! Not happening!
So yeah, we'll just kind of meander around a little bit. Talk a bit too. Fill the air. Yeah, it's kind of nice that they brought back the Aether Blades, because they've been kind of missing for a while. It was kind of nice to see, you know, that story get wrapped up, or will be wrapped up in this. Although I don't remember years ago when Path of Fire first came out and I streamed it. I don't remember if I like mentioned that I'm dying. I'm dead. That even in this expansion, they do the whole thing of like there's gonna be like NPCs that give you a little bit of like the specialization lore. Like the one for this class is actually right here, which is the Virtuoso, which I know I'm probably saying it wrong. Well, let's check them out, and then we'll do that event. Welcome to Xingjie, fellow traveler. I was just about to start my mental exercises. Mental exercises? Oh, you must be a mesmer. That I am. At the monastery we practice a very precise art. Rather than summoning phantasms, the Virtuoso creates manifestations of our daggers to aid us in battle. It takes years of practice. Oh, so a Virtuoso is a type of mesmer. The Virtuoso is a master of the blade, the dagger more specifically. We've learned to concentrate all of our mental magics into our daggers, bringing them forth as unique phantasms to aid us. That must have taken years to master. It did, but the results was potent. It takes far less energy to summon forth a phantasmal dagger, making us quicker, more prepared. Do these phantasmal daggers behave differently than a normal phantasm? They sit close to their master, ready to fly and slice through the mesmer's foe at the slightest twitch of their mind. So you don't summon phantasms? No, we do not. We find that phantasms are unpredictable, difficult to control. Our phantasmal daggers are far more refined. Isn't that the truth? Because sometimes like the AI with the clones is very not good. In fact, I think it currently hampers some of the other specializations a bit. More specifically, Mirage. At least in a PvE sense. They don't run about causing havoc, focusing on our daggers, summoning them forth to aid us in battle. It's elegant, refined. Why daggers? The dagger is quite elegant, simple. Initially, it was just used to practice for meditation while we were learning to summon forth a weapon in the place of our phantasms. It was perfect. What are you doing in Xingzhou? I came to Cantha not too long ago. It's tranquil here. Quiet. It reminds me of my home, the Grove. I heard that Mesmers practice a very specific craft at the monasteries I wanted to see. Xingzhou is beautiful. That it is. It's not filled with technology and garbage like New Kainag or Echovault. Xingzhou is perfect for practicing mental magics. It's easy to concentrate. Yeah, that's pretty much the lore behind this specialization. The other one that's here in this particular map is the one for Thief, Spectre. And to kind of paraphrase what their lore is about, is basically like after Master Togo died, which was, you know, during the events of Guild Wars 1, the monastery went through some pretty hard times and started practicing shadow magic. And using that shadow magic to essentially heal, not harm. And honestly, that specialization is probably one of my favorites. Just because, one, it puts Thief in a non-DPS kind of state, and gives them a much more like support-based position.
It is my honor to welcome Ambassador Casimir Mead of Kryta, not only to the show.
So I gotta return children's toys. Okay.
It's an honor, really. I'm thrilled to be here. Is there anything you'd like to share with the people of Canada?
Seeing anything over here? I know doing the events fills the bars faster.
As a whole? Officially, I speak for Kryta. But I think I can also speak for Tyria. We are all eager.
There's one.
Accelerated!
I do know that the past two expansions past End of Dragons, they stopped doing specializations and started more or less focusing on like smaller stuff, like giving them more weapons to use, which is also nice. I still feel like some classes are missing some roles or certain specializations that would help them fill certain roles. And I do hope that they do return to it in some form. Maybe they'll do it for like any of the other aquatic weapons. Because like Spear was originally an aquatic weapon. But then they made it into a land weapon, which is pretty nice. And it does feel nice. It's a nice option. Although, Thief Spear is probably, like, the most complicated I've seen of the bunch. But it also has potential for good damage. Plus, there's still, like, a ton of other weapons that can be used by the other classes or potentially be used by the other classes. But I also just like having more options.
Nice choice. Giant tuna was caught fresh this morning.
My daughter will be thrilled.
Where is the other stuff? So let me adjust the volume A little bit. Maybe raise it up to there. That's a little bit better. And then I can just reduce the... There we go. Oh, I'm out of the area. That's why it's not showing anything for me. There's one. I might actually have to abandon this one because it's gonna take a while. It's not exactly a fun one to do. What's this one? Let me go over there. I was wondering why why I was just floating in the air. What do we got here? Hey there, do you have a minute to help clear out some eggs? Okay.
Try and weed out the bad eggs. If you can break them, that ought to calm things. But watch out. Those little boogers hatch quickly, and the mama scorpions get very...
Cool. Even after all this time, they still haven't like done much with making underwater combat less cumbersome.
Keep up the pace, and those boogers won't have...
Oh, this is a group event too. Shoot. There's no point. There's no way I can complete it. What the heck? That one. I actually never seen that there before. Let me see if I can head there. Actually, wait a minute. That's where the fishing tournament happens. Let's see if I can get over there. I'll have to report over here. Yeah, this is just a bad timing on my end to do this because of the fact that... Actually, this one I can do too. Why not? I'll make time to punch some fascists in the face.
I'm sorry. This floor is only accessible to residents of the Jade Heights complex. The Ministry of Security warns that a suspect involved in the pirate attack is loose and hiding.
It's always morally correct.
Sharp blades, sharp armor. I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet. I haven't the energy. I'm hemorrhaging. Who's back? It's me, buddy. Blade storm.
All right. That's a little bit more my speed.
We were safer in isolation. Witness how they bring nothing but bloodshed and destruction.
Increasing.
We were safer in isolation.
Lacking endurance.
next one.
You brought this on yourself.
Health increasing!
I'm 6 feet tall!
Blade storm!
First it was the Luxons, the Kurziks. Now Tengu live beside us as if it's a Is this what Kantha has become?
Fill him full of holes! Vitality restored!
Mariko!
I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet.
Plus this one is easy, kind of easy to solo. I mean, elites don't exactly pose too much of a threat, depending on what they do.
Sharp blades, sharp mind. Health increasing!
We must learn from our past mistakes. This is not the first time we've let others encroach on our land. We must learn from our past mistakes.
Sharp still.
There we go.
Excellent. Nice met. Oh.
And then we got another event just not too far from here. And that should help top it off a bit. Hopefully.
Target status.
This one also seems a little bit more doable by yourself. Oh, there is kind of like a pseudo time limit. It's just the percentage. Although it would have probably been nice to do the fishing to fill up the bar, but yeah, this map doesn't really have a particularly good spread of waypoints.
Health increasing!
Okay, whoever's doing the southern purifier, I am grateful.
6 feet tall! Accelerate!
Yeah, we're getting there.
Slice them apart!
Target status defunct.
Sharper still.
Second purifier back online.
Oh, they beat me to it.
More accolades.
I'm taking a break.
Hey, Commander. Pulled a few strings with a buddy of mine at the MOT. Your transit paperwork is approved. You're a truthful, upstanding visitor of Cantha. Some people lie because they think it's funny.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Detective.
Don't mention it. Least I could do.
Thank you, Rama. I'm not gonna scale the wall again.
Would anyone like to guess the main material used in constructing the Jade Heights recreation area?
I'm approved to travel. When's the next transport to New Kaining?
Transports are booked months in advance, Commander.
The best bet is to sail yourself. Or maybe you could ride your Elder Dragon.
I'll stick to the boat, thanks.
That's right. I got my own boat. And plus Aurene is not feeling good. We don't want to push Aurene. Yeah, I think, out of all the maps, visually I like New Kainig City. It's just kind of different from the usual maps we do. In the fact that it's just a giant-ass city. That feels rather labyrinthian, and of course, you know, it's not like an actual city in terms of like how it's treated in the game. It's more like a explorable area than you know, like Radasum or the Grove. Oh, above me? Oh. Oh, I just gotta summon my boat. I would love to if pirates would quit throwing stuff at me. For some reason, I feel like the in-between part of my, between my two monitors feels like my cursor just gets sucked in the middle of it for some reason.
Gorek, I have a boat and travel permits. Ready to head to New Kaining?
We're waiting on you, Commander. I hitched a ride in Jory's fishing boat.
Well, how did you get your permit so quickly?
Oh, I was in and out of the Ministry of Transit in 5 minutes. Very friendly clerk.
MOT wait times are pretty much a crapshoot. Commander, I'll meet you on the docks. Oh, Commander. Navon would like to hitch a ride with you.
She doesn't have her own transportation?
I don't have all the details, but it'd be a really big help. For diplomacy.
Okay, Ambassador Meade. For diplomacy.
I don't mind, sure. Oh wait, wrong way. I thought I was at the other docks. Whoops. But yeah, the skiff is like... it's okay. It lets you move your friends across the... you know, across the ocean. Or any body of water, really. And of course you can have fishing parties on it, and it gives you a fishing buff. If you have the mastery unlocked. Well, other than that, it's just kind of like a... why not just ride your skimmers in unison?
Commander, last-minute business in Kainang, and as we said, transports are booked months in advance. Thank you for being so accommodating.
Happy to help. I don't mind the company. Are you comfortable, Navan?
Very comfortable. I like to be close to the water. It's, inspiring. Your friend, the Elder Dragon. What is she like? Wise and timeless? Filled with sage advice and deep thoughts.
Aureen? Well, she's more like us than you might expect. She feels happiness and sadness. She feels loneliness and kinship. Though it's true that she's always trying to bear the weight of the whole world.
Sounds a lot like you, Commander. This is nice. Wish I could stay on the sea forever.
Me too. Should I change course and take us to the unending ocean?
Maybe another time. But, feel free to take the scenic route.
And thus we begin our journey into Kainag City. New Kainag City.
I'm beginning to regret asking you for a ride.
Whoop. Oh my goodness, my boat despawned. And, whoops. Sorry, Navan, you're gonna have to swim your way. The boat just falls apart. I sailed? Did I not sail? Do I have to be in the boat again? Hold on, let me just reconstruct my boat. There's a lady who's sure that all that glitter is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. Also, hi, Starfire. Okay, do I gotta do that again? I gotta do that again. Hold on, I gotta go all the way back. Also, I didn't know that would actually happen. That she would make a comment about, like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have rode a boat with you. It's still swimming underwater. What are you doing? He was chasing the boat. I mean, that statue's pretty nice, but it's not the Chicago Bean.
Hey, Commander, you can dock over here.
You know, just
Could you not? With the yelling, or the talking, or the breathing.
Or, you know, do you think the people of Kainag City schedule events To like Windex's giant statue.
Welcome to New Kaining, Commander.
This is incredible.
Well, you'll get plenty of opportunities to explore. But right now, we're on the clock. June has a jade processing site nearby. Gork's there now, checking for any sign of the Aether Blades.
I'll leave you all to your business. Good luck with the Sky Pirates. It was, interesting ride, Commander. Thank you.
Still trying to tune out those voices from the mists?
It's not the voices. It's the grog.
We should probably get you something to eat before we have to put you in front of people.
Really? Should I prepare a filet mignon for the prisoner?
That sounds swell.
I'm sure we can find something.
Yeah?
Well, I saw a noodle stand on the docks.
Oh yeah, noodles.
Let's move, Mai. And if you try anything funny, you'll be fiend food.
Aye, aye.
Just to clarify, necromancy is interesting in this universe because the logic is that these guys are not made from living bodies,
So,
you just kind of create them from magic.
New
100%
Kaining is really
organic.
something. I remember when I first saw...
Don't make small talk, Mai. That demented mass murderer in your head almost killed me once.
Yeah. Fair point. But you survived, right? And I wasn't even there for that.
You worked for her. And there's plenty of blood on your hands, too. Captain Ashford comes to mind.
Who?
Captain Theo Ashford. He had a husband and a kid. You assassinated him for his seat on the Captain's Council.
Oh, right. Dragon Bash. Captain's Council.
So it's coming back to you.
Look, I'm sorry about Theo Ashland, okay?
Ashford.
Ashford. And I'm sorry about what happened to you. And everyone in Lion's Arch. I'm not the same person. Scarlet made me feel like a part of something bigger. I was...
Just following orders? Contrition won't bring back the dead, Mai.
What should I do then? Should I self-flagellate until I die? What do you want from me, Delacroix?
I want you to get out of my face.
Greetings. Love to see a fresh face. What might I do for you? My friend here could use some noodles. Your friend? Which... Oh! Althazar's flaming beard. I can smell the grog even from over the sea air. Listen, noodles are good, but if you want to fix her fast, you should order the Kyneg Spicy Ball. Alright. Give him the taste of the spicy nudes.
It's hot. Pirate level spice. So good.
What is wrong with you?
That was exactly what I needed. Thanks.
Gods, if you're done embarrassing us, maybe we can...
Uh-oh.
Sounds like trouble. That machine's going haywire.
Let's shut it down before it hurts someone.
Hey, wanna hand me my weapons?
Not a chance.
So you're just gonna have to throw junk at it?
Help increasing! Sharp blades, sharp line. Feet tall.
I do kind of wish that, much like how they did with Path of Fire and End of Dragons, is have NPCs kind of explain, like, some of the specializations. They didn't do that with Heart of
Could've been more
Thorns.
useful if I had my gun.
Why didn't you unleash Miss Briar?
I don't want to hurt anyone. I won't call her until I have her under control.
I see.
Excuse me, trying to get through here, I just... Hi, excuse me. Out of the way, please. Oh. Hello, Mai. Nice blindfold. Really accentuates your look.
Yo, nice to see you. You get a distress signal from the loader bot?
I heard people yelling. That generally indicates distress. You all took down a Jade mech by yourselves? It's actually pretty impressive.
Sorry, we haven't introduced ourselves.
June filled me in. I was helping out a friend of yours before. Gorik? Nice guy. Really likes his bug analogies. Jade tech all over the city's going haywire. They used to be rare, but the rate of failure's gone up this past year. The Jade Spiders will suss out any abnormal energy signatures from that mech. Just give him a second. Any moment now.
Uh-oh.
Is that supposed to happen?
Echo 1, Bald 1, fall in line. Deactivation protocol now.
And they're not deactivating.
All right, backup plan. We smash him to bits.
Delacroix, I need my weapon!
Meister is just like, yeah, just like back at home. The golems that act up, kill them. Dismantle them. Destroy them all before they start an uprising.
Why is that thing scanning me?
It's a Jade bot. Just let it do its thing. Trust me. We're having a hard time trusting any of these Jade contraptions right now.
Sharp still. Slice them apart.
3 elites, okay. I mean, it is a contained instance, so they're usually not super top.
Thanks for the help.
That, what was it called? Jade bot? Really helped us out there.
Yeah? Well, here you go. You can use mine. In the meantime, I should probably scrap these guys. Catch you later. Mai.
Yeah, see ya.
So basically the J-Bot is one of the other features that was added. Sadly, it didn't get really expanded on. It just kind of stayed within Cantha. Which is a shame because it has like some pretty cool uses with like the Jade batteries and whatnot. But it just became kind of like another thing in the background. Commander, something on your mind? How are you holding up?
Who, me? I'm just trying to do some serious investigative work here, Commander. Instead, I've spent the better part of today playing babysitter to a shambolic pirate with a debilitating hangover. I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
What's your take on Mai Trin?
If I had a copper for every time she's apologized to me today, I don't care if she says she's turned over a new leaf, or if she's ready to make amends. I need to see it. And so far, I haven't seen much of anything.
Any word from Gorik yet?
Nothing. I think he's being lax on the comms because he knows Rama can tune in. Or he could just be distracted by a neat bug or something. That's equally plausible.
He does love his bugs. I think I'm, just about back to my senses. Those noodles hit the spot. Is there something you need to ask? Are you feeling any better?
After a bowl of Kaineng noodles and winning a robot punching contest, hard not to feel good. Also, getting used to this blindfold. I guess, thanks for that.
I'm still not sure we can trust you, Mai.
Yeah, well, I get it. Done some things I'd rather take back, but hey, you can't. Not in the mists anymore. Cause and effect actually means something. I tried to hide who I was from June. But I think in a lot of ways I was hiding from myself, too. I don't know, I'm just saying, I get it. I wouldn't trust me either.
Tell me about Anka.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. She wasn't always like this, you know. We picked her up after Thalmanova. I saw how smart she was. Would do anything to get the job done. But there were lines she wouldn't cross. By the time we got to the Mists, she'd already seen a lot of her friends die. That can change you, but she changed a lot more. Years in there, you know? When we got back, she was like this.
Why, so let's take a look at all the sights and sounds of New Kyneag Docks. Since we're here. Stand still, please. Let me get a good look at you. Where's my assistant? She simply must get a look at you in this ensemble you're wearing. This is Bastion. Where did you buy it? I must know. I'm not anywhere around here. I don't suppose you'd be willing to tell me who your designer is. I must pick their brain. Everything my designer keep bringing me to is so tired. So done. This is the revolution. I see you two have fallen into the fashion wars of the second kind. I do want to like play around with this outfit a little bit more though. Who else can I talk to? I think it's
With borders opening, have you
Oh.
thought about heading north? See where the other Tengu settled?
I don't know. That was never an option before. Do you think we'd have anything in common?
Greetings.
Greetings. Newspaper clipping. Ooh. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but I will leave it on the screen for a little bit, so you can pause and read. Who else can I talk to here? Besides, you know, anyone pertaining to the story. Wait, what about the noodle lady? Nope. You got nothing else to say? Just trying to...
Did you renew the fishing permits like I asked you to?
We'll be fine. No one ever asked to see them. It's just a rubbish hoop they make everyone jump through.
Well, let's hope that doesn't come up at my dinner with the Minister of Trade tomorrow.
I was actually trying to go for the... What was it? The creature from Halo. There was like a Twitter account that I saw a long time ago that was just that video of them saying greetings, just spammed every day. That's actually something I need to play sometime, is Halo. I never really grew up with an Xbox, so I never got a chance to play that series properly. This cargo manifesto. Various sundries. Jade Tech scrap. I see.
Did you ever think we'd live to see Cantha reopen to the world?
Only in my dreams. I've always pictured boarding a massive ship sailing the world.
Maybe I'll stream it someday. Halo, that is. I do have the collection. I'm glad that they added the collection onto Steam. I was like, about time. I was very annoyed that only the first one was like available on PC, and then the others were just like, no, you gotta have an Xbox for that, and I was always left in the dark because of that. Oh wait, there's a paper right there. Once more, we'll leave it on the screen for you to read. Still missing something. There we go.
Clearly states that merchants must provide a reasonable return policy when the customer is dissatisfied.
But such laws don't apply to purchases of consumables. That's why they included the term reasonable.
That is because you cannot easily... 1 second. Cannot easily return such consumables the way we can. What? Why has your face turned that shade?
Excuse me?
You do... No. No. I don't even like it when my birds tack up shit. Ew. Ew.
Why, Trin, you have some kind of history with that engineer.
Yao? No clue what their problem is. Must be your agreeable personality. When we worked together, they always came across as a bit possessive of June's attention.
Possessive? Well, excuse me if we didn't all get to be June's protege with 0 qualifications.
Yao! Sorry, I didn't know you could... I didn't mean,
If you're all gonna talk behind someone's back, try using a secure frequency.
Working on it.
Whatever. I've got more important things to deal with right now. The city's on fire. Literally.
Engineer Yao, we're pursuing the ones responsible for that. But it would help if we could investigate the city's power infrastructure.
You mentioned that. Well, if Mai's with you, I guess June trusts you. For whatever reason. A couple of boxes we need to check off to get you in the door. First of all, you're gonna need to talk to who? Lead plant engineer. Can probably get you a passcode. I think he's on a repair job. You're also gonna need to hit up the Jadebot service station. Get yourself certified. Might be able to meet you there, if I stop being a vital asset to the development of...
Who? Service station. Anything else?
That should do the trick.
Consider it done.
Alright. Well, this seems like a good spot to do a quick BRB while the ads run. So we will be right back.
New kinding?
Competitors in the industry are afraid to stand up against the tech giant. Junmai's innovation and dominance coming at the expense of a free and open market. The fish market at the Kynan docks.
with you.
I was muted. Whoops. Thank you for catching that for me. It keeps happening. As I was saying, in regards to you talking about like the Resident Evil 4 remake versus original for like the merchant and his voice acting, like that's a thing that's like one thing that the original will always have over any remake, and this is just for like any game, is that the nostalgic part of it is some of like, you know, the flaws of the game. So that can like, you know, that could be like the janky gameplay, or it could be you know, the very corny sounding voice acting, any of those. And it's kind of you know, it's kind of hard to recapture that. And this is kind of topical too, considering, you know, like the Oblivion remaster came out, and it's known that it already kept some of the jankiness to it. Like the voice acting retake was like was left in there. Thank you for stopping by. I've got a bit of a problem. Okay, I took care of this.
Passcode? Check. Now you just need
Thank
to head to
you.
the Jadebot service station. Get
I do
yourself up
prefer
to
the
industry
hand. Me
standards.
too.
I'll explain when you get there.
But sometimes, like, here's another thing too, is that the original might not have like good, you know, quality of life. And yeah, you could always patch it with mods, but sometimes those mods break. And this is a little bit of a hot take. I really don't like using mods that often. Most of the time they end up being depreciated, and then it's just kind of hard to find, you know, like the good mods that work with like everything, and you don't have to worry about like doing any debugging or whatnot. There was a time I booted up Skyrim and tried to mod it. I spent a good hour modding it, and I'm just like, great, now everything works, and now I don't have the energy to actually play the game.
You interested in flying one of June's newest bots? They're fresh off the production line.
Like the only reason why I modded the game was to play it. If I gotta spend more than like 30 minutes to like fix the mods, no thank you. I'd rather do it vanilla.
Hey, hello? This thing on? Oh, good. Sorry I can't be there in person. It's been one of those days. Vital asset, after all. If you're gonna be poking around the power stations, you need to know how to operate a Jadebot. Ministry of Labor Safety Standards. I don't make the rules. The bots are crucial for maintenance work. I have to go. Things are getting pretty out of control over here. I leave you in Alora's capable hands. Alora meaning Junlai Alora. Jadebot technician. She's another engineer. She's... you'll figure it out.
Okay.
Welcome to the first Garden of Enlightened Thought. Blah, blah, blah. This place is a little bougie, eh? You a friend of Yao's?
Yao sent you, huh? Well, I am pretty great. Name's Alora. Been working with Yao for a couple years now. What can I do for you? Yao told me to come talk with you. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of dialogue. They told me to set you up with a Jadebot. Talk with the Junlai reps to learn more about each demonstration. Should be pretty easy, but I'm here if you have questions. Tell me more about these Jadebots. Not from around here, huh? Obviously not. The Jadebot is Junlai Jade's latest and greatest. That's what the script says, at least. They're pretty cool, though. if you know how to use them. My curiosity is sparked. What all can I do with them? They're a key part of our infrastructure. Grab power from nearby charging stations and use it to power up floating lanterns, spar with training mechs, or repair fountains. There's a Junlai Jade charging station over there. What do I do with that? Yeah, if you need a charge, just grab one of the nearest battery. Your bot will hold the charge and you can transfer it to a number of Jade Tech devices. Why are people fighting those mechs? That's another demo. Just take a charge over to the station and they'll spar with you. If you want to see what Junlai Jade is made of, that is. Tune them up myself, though they pack a punch. Anything else I should know? Well, it's not nice to say, but some of these people, the worst. Heads so high up their own, well, if you can see anyone grossly abusing their privilege, feel free to call it out. But you have, other dialogue. You work with Yao?
That's right. Yao's a good friend. You could say we understand each other. Yao took me under their wing.
Laura, is it? Your name doesn't sound very Canthan.
That's 'cause I'm not Canthan. Well, I mean, I'm Canthan, but my family background is Luxon. There's a lot of complicated history, but long story short, the Luxons and Kurziks used to be at war. Then Shiro Tagashi returned. And then the Ministry of Purity happened. Hey, Cantha's a big place with many cultures and peoples. In school, I hated how my name was different from the other kids. That was silly of me. Alora's my Nana's name, and she's the best. It's also the name of a god or something.
Give me a rundown on the Jade bots.
Pretty neat, huh? Helped design them myself. Not that I'm getting any credit. Still working my way up the ladder.
Alright, so we just gotta do this heart.
My mechs pack a punch. Why don't you grab a battery charge and give one a go?
Okay. On topic of the Oblivion remaster, the body change sucks because it's literally still gender under the hood. Yeah. I think that might be like a partial issue of like the fact that they probably just like took the original Oblivion and like gave it some like touch up. Both in like graphics and just like other stuff too, quality of life and whatnot. But you can tell like they definitely like left some stuff in intentionally.
Their aggression levels must have malfunctioned.
Why even change the label? Yeah.
Zip, you're at your meeting. Zip, you're dropping in on a friend in Kabul Ward. Zip, noodles for dinner?
Oh yeah, and I really wish I could see more of these terminals. Maybe even have one in my homestead. And yes, my Jade bot is a little ghost fella. Just a little spooky fella. Between the Jade bots and the skiffs, they don't really get that many skins. Especially the Jade bots. But then again, they never did much with the Jade bot, so it's just kind of like a, you know... Oh. Oh, I need a battery. Oh. How about I fight you? Like I can also like definitely see like when it comes to like character creation, like you don't really need to tie everything to gender. You could just give us more sliders.
I'm nigh invincible.
See what caused it to malfunction on us? There was some foreign entity in the system. I can't seem to pull up a status report. Everything's completely fried. Whatever it was, I hope that was the last of it.
In actual body types, yeah. That's what I'm saying is like you could program a few more sliders to like make it much more customizable. If you think it's if you're gonna give me like a lame-ass reason of like we don't want you to make monstrosities, it'd be like, buddy, we can do that with mods. We can make it worse. It's just kind of like there's no legit reason to not give sliders to actually give like a much more wider variety of body types rather than just, you know, like muscle, slim. Like let our characters be big. Maybe a little bit of booba as a treat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Not everyone is either an upside down triangle with muscles or an hourglass with boobs. That is correct. Also, like, if it's just like a discussion of like, well, we're trying to sell with, you know, like beauty appeal, it's like you could still show that in your advertisements.
How's that bot treating you?
Like you'd still give the option, even if you don't feel like it should be like in the front, like the front of like the advertising, that oh yes, you can become any body type you want. And that's not like, you know, your main selling point. You can still at least like add those options and just, you know, it'd be a nice surprise to stumble upon and be like, oh neat, I can make any body type. I am not filling up this meter very easily, and it's kind of frustrating. I definitely remember Act 2 being kind of like a little bit of a stall. Actually, wait a minute.
Thanks to you can get exactly where you need to be.
Oh, I missed his dialogue. Okay, so it is filling up the bar as I explore. Got it. You know what? I don't want to repair this right now. I just want to ride the funny zip line. So I'll just, you know, ride this one up and down for progress. Okay, light floating lanterns using the Jade Tech power charges. You got it.
They can do that by themselves. That's quite impressive.
I don't know if you can hear it on your end, but when he's moving around, he is making like those ghostly sounds. It's very faint. And spar.
My Max Pack-a-Punch. Why don't you grab a battery charge and give one a go?
Sure thing. Whoop. Oh, I don't have a charge. Whoops. Put it on expert because I am good. 3 veterans, no problem.
Sharp blades, sharp line.
Have 30 stacks of bleed on me.
Egregious damage has been sustained. Temporarily suspending combat. Combat training.
Done and done. Anything else, Yao?
Should be able to walk right on in. If anyone gives you trouble, just tell them who gave you the go-ahead. The main entrance is across the canal from Ministry headquarters. Hard to miss. You'll be free to talk shade about anyone you'd like in no time.
Oh, Yao?
My?
Sorry, sorry if I did anything to... You're an amazing engineer. Self-taught, right? I can't even comprehend how you could pull that off.
I am, yes.
If June saw anything in me, she probably thinks the world of you. Just bad at saying it.
Apology acknowledged.
Just a friendly reminder that this is still an open frequency.
I know!
Rama, do you mind? Please stop wiretapping us. I like how it's just it's just a running gag. Okay, so we gotta go here? No, it's below us, okay. That's right, it's in the power plant. The power plant's behind the waterfall. The future in Jade.
This facility's under lockdown. I'll have to ask you to... What's she doing here?
Why wouldn't I be?
I just assumed you'd be busy cavorting with your gang of vicious sky pirates.
Wow, that got around fast.
It's called Hollow News. Travels at the speed of light.
Okay, look. We actually have permission to be here. Engineer Hu should have already sent word.
Is that so? Huh. So it is. We'll be keeping an eye on you, rest assured. Welcome to the Junlai power plant.
All right, let's take a look around. Remember, it's not just sabotage we're looking for.
I thought that's exactly what we were looking for.
Commander's right. Whatever happened to Yao's bots by the docks, it wasn't sabotage.
I think it might have something to do with Detective Rama and his big dumb hat! You hear that, Rama? I just accused your hat of high treason! What do you have to say about that?
It worked. Commander, I am pleased to say I have officially encrypted our comms network. Next on my list, boosting our signal range to continental Tyria.
Glad to hear it. So do you really know why Jade Tech is turning on everyone? Or were you just testing the comms?
Only theories, but there's one thing they all have in common. Their power source.
We'll head up to the control room. See what we can dig up.
Ma'am, I don't think you're supposed to be standing on that. The buff is... I do like it when these kind of games sneak in like special buffs like this. Both this and Final Fantasy XIV. It's neat. A little cheeky. Hey, Lord Cryptid. Welcome on in, and thank you for the crawlers.
The Junlai distribution network. Jade comes in from the east, gets charged up, then ends up here.
Where's it getting charged? If there's an issue with the power source, that's where we should start.
June is awfully cagey about that step. Keeps bringing up proprietary Junlai technology. Ugh, very dissatisfying.
Still, if this is the next step in the chain, there might be something useful here.
Look around. There must be some sort of scanning device the staff use to get energy readings.
Oh, you mean this?
Found one. Looks like it's tuned to the Jade batteries.
We use those for quality control, yeah. Should get us all the readings we'll need.
All right. I definitely remember this part of the story being very lengthy. No, I can't even jump out the window. I have to walk back. I can't use my mount. What a shame. I can still glide though. They'll allow that.
Coming in now. We'll need a few different sets before I can run any tests. The power cell structure, though, how the energy's managed? Alchemy. It is staggeringly brilliant.
Yeah, she is.
You know how like games like to... You know, like they give you like a pretty like clear hint of like, hey, a boss fight might happen here. With a big open space or maybe a save point just before it. But no one ever talks about how you go through like different sections of a level and nothing happens, and then, you know, it's foreshadowed that, hey, you're gonna have to do it backwards, but there's gonna be some obstacles. Sorry, I'm a bit preoccupied. This problem's got me stumped. Wait, who are you? I'm here to run some scans on those batteries over there. Oh, well, it's gonna be tough to do with the Jade sleds malfunctioning like they are. I have no idea how to fix these damn things. Oh, I can't... This is a little jumping puzzle. I think I already got the achievement of doing this without falling in. Whoop.
Okay. Everything's coming in loud and, well, not loud, but definitely clear. Wait, what? What is... I don't... Hang on. I need to check... I need it. Hang on.
Timey, we're all standing here.
Sorry, I need you to get one more scan for me. Just to make sure.
Make sure of
Just
what?
hold on. Hold
I can't
on.
tell you
Wait a
until I know
minute.
for certain because my
Hold on.
hypothesis is frankly
Hold on.
outrageous. It's entirely possible I'm wrong.
Are you?
No, not a chance.
We'll get you that scan as soon as possible.
Whoa.
Hi. Tiny, right?
Yeah?
Is June around? There's something I need to say to her.
Oh, well, she's actually pretty busy right now. I could pass along a message.
No, that's okay. Thanks.
What could it possibly be? Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, this'll probably take a little longer now.
Timey, power just went out here. Scans are on hold until we can get it back up.
Power spike. Seen a lot of these lately. You'll need to find the junction boxes and reset them manually.
Easy enough. We'll just... Jade Sparks! At least this time there aren't any mechs nearby for them to possess.
Sharp blades, sharp mind. Fill him full of horn.
Whoa. Whoa, big damage. Whoa. Taking a lot of damage.
Help? I don't have long.
Oh.
Look who's back. It's me, Vital. Vitality restored.
Mine. You wanted to speak with June earlier.
That was nothing.
Let me guess. You want to tell her how sorry you are. How you screwed up. And that you'll do anything to make it up to her?
Wow. Detective Delacroix's famous powers of deduction. Truth is, I don't know if I can make it up to June. She's not the forgiving type.
Health increasing. Slice them apart.
Oh, we're gonna do Simon Says first. Hold on.
These JTech malfunctions. I have to say, not really Anka's style.
She has a style.
Well, Scarlet inspired a lot of people. She inspired me. I know you think she's
A goddamn murderer.
Sharp blades.
a
Sharp
bit
mind.
eccentric. But she stood up to Mordremoth the only way she knew how. At least, that's how she started. Democratization through chaos. That was Scarlet's style. And now it's Anka's.
All right. Now I just gotta reset the power. Wow, what a tough pattern. Wow, my mind could not comprehend that. Oh my god, they hurt so much.
You are finished. I haven't the energy.
Oh.
No, stop talking. You almost got me killed.
What?
Just
Well, that
ignore
was
me.
strangely quiet.
You've got a predilection for attaching yourself to exactly one kind of woman. Got a pretty good picture of your mom going, but that's no excuse. Scarlett's acts were heinous, and so were yours.
Yeah, you said that. I can't change who I was, but I won't give up on who I want to be.
And who, pray tell, is that?
I don't know. Someone better.
Oh, I already messed it up. Wow. Okay, my mind could not handle that. Whoops. Oh, thank goodness.
Well, everything's back on. Go ahead and run that final scan when you're ready.
Okay, now I gotta walk all the way back up there. Great. A lot of back and forth up these stairs. They're not even stairs, they're just... They're definitely not stairs. It's a bit steep, too. They're steep like stairs, but... Yeah. No? Oh, it's over here, okay. Oh, there, I could have taken the elevator. Oh my goodness. There we go. Whoop.
Commander just scanned the last battery, Timey. What do you got?
I've cross-referenced the waveform of Jade Power with every other energy waveform I have in my records. First I checked conventional sources, Magitech, Leyline Power, usual suspects. No exact matches. The closest thing I've been able to find is, well, Aureen's. It's not perfect, but it is within the margin of error.
Aureen? But she's been with us. She's only been here for... Even if it's true, how is that possible?
Aureen's energy signature isn't Aureen. It's the result of filtering impure dragon magic.
So wait, you're saying that all this jade tech is powered by dragon magic?
That's what the data suggests. Maybe June found a way to extract it from ley lines after Aureen filters it?
That's not possible. June's been using this technology for years.
Commander, you should go to the other lab. I'll fill in Gorik on the way. One thing's for sure, though.
Yeah. This just got a whole lot more complicated.
Okay, Yao, you're patched in. Based on our findings, the power source of Jade Tech is some kind of dragon magic composite.
Something's fritzing up the Jade Tech.
Could be Anka. Or something else entirely.
We need a broader data set. Yao, can you get us access to the Napui lab?
Yeah, about that. These power spikes scrambled the police security system, so you're SOL. Hey, watch it! Stay back! Listen, I gotta tuck out. Jade Loader's about to decapitate a bystander. Good luck.
Well, alright. Thanks for the update, Yao. Guess we wait until they sort out this whole security mess?
We don't have time for that. The Aether Blades could be responsible for all of this.
I might have something that can help. Commander, meet me at my apartment, south of Cobble Ward.
It's all the way over there. So we'll take a teleport right here.
Ongoing tensions between the speakers and the Jade Brotherhood.
But yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite maps of the expansion.
The dominance of the forest, putting civilian lives at risk. The group known as the Kestrels aims to quell the gang's unrest, providing protection to civilians in the area.
I just like how labyrinthian it feels. And of course, you know, like, I'm a sucker for a much more, like, city based kind of exploring like this. This is different. It's just different from what usually is in this game.
Raptors don't like cracks. He keeps trying though.
The cities in like Alona during Path of Fire were they kind of help, but it wasn't like they were like the entire map. Why am I going up here? Hold on.
Attention, citizens of New Kainene. We're receiving reports of power outages across the city. Do not be alarmed. Several transportation systems have been suspended until further notice. Gate is aware and acting accordingly.
Okay. Excuse me. You don't want... No, no. Please go away.
Vitality restored!
Alright.
I'm here, Mai. Are you going to invite me in, or...?
I'd love to, but apparently my shutter doors are being a little uncooperative.
Maybe they don't work in a power outage.
This is Tengu Town, Miss Delacroix. Not a lot of trust in J-Tech. They much prefer steam power around here. Or my style, anyway. There's an engineer in the area trying to restore power. Goes by Krex. Commander, help him get the grid back up.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Everything's gone to shit in this neighborhood.
Capitalism no longer binds me.
This one... Forgot to eat some food. And holographic drumstick. There we go.
Vitality restored!
The crippling imprisonment of capitalism no longer binds me.
Hey! Looks like somebody already did the hard
For the
part.
record,
Sure
you've been
appreciate it,
struck.
pal. Someone get a restraining
Oh, come
order on
on.
this thing and prepare for
Please.
television, yeah?
I needed this in the previous map, just the events to get through stuff. This is not a good time to do this.
I'm sharp still. Health increasing. You are finished.
There we go.
Untouchable.
This is a very, very dangerous neighborhood.
Substation 04.
Anyways. Don't you stand out like a bald Tengu on a sunny day, stranger? Pretty brave to wander around a new city on your own. Excuse me for one moment. I gotta tell this guy to back off. Okay. If you're not too busy gallivanting about, we could use an extra pair of wings. You're Krex? My trend told me you'd help with the restoring power to the grid. The grid here is finicky. Power draw can't keep up with demand. If you take some of these canisters to the steam turbines, that'll help enough. They'll get enough power in the system to redirect it where you need it. Can you be more specific? Mount up and deliver these pressurized steam canisters to our steam turbines. If you need a raptor, talk to Strigady. Strigady, yeah, I think it's pronounced Strigady. She can give you all the details. And do. I have a raptor right here.
Lift those on my own.
City's raptors aren't particularly keen on me.
Specifically raptors, I can't use,
Some of the power's back. She'll need a little more juice. Another 2 canisters should do the trick.
can't use the sky
Use
scales.
a hand with these canisters, friend. Can't lift them by myself.
Where's the other one? Oh wait, that's right. They're marked with the star on the map. You can't see it because I'm in front of it. Ugh. Oh. Right now, stamina. Oh, no, come on. Okay. Really wish I could use the sky scale for this. It'd be much quicker. Okay. Jump up here. I don't know why that platform's like not really well aligned. I messed up. Okay. No, no. No bees. There we go. And then the other one's just around the corner. Good.
And we're in business.
This better be worth it, Mai.
Fred.
What's this? Oh, that's just telling me about the workbenches. Where I can just upgrade my Jade bot.
Mai says she's got something that can get us into the lab.
You believe her?
At this point, we're out of options. I'm just along for the ride.
You mean to keep an eye on the captain?
She's had plenty of opportunities to escape. Could have ducked out when we were fighting that Jade loader. Don't know if I believe she's really changed, but I think she's serious about getting even with Anka.
Alright, let's take a look at your apartment. Wow, it's a junk hole. Damn, you live like this? Oh. You named your cat after your first mate, who I have brutally murderized numerous times in the Fractals of the Mist.
Okay. Don't mind the mess.
Did a bomb go off in here?
My Jade Sweeper broke and I didn't have time to order a replacement. Now, where the hell did it go?
Guess I'll help you find whatever it is.
Man, look at all these cats. This fishing rod is made of a sturdy wood, but it is missing its line and lure. It appears Mai was a capable fisherwoman. as the handle is worn from use.
Keep looking.
What's this? This device sits on the shelf facing Mitron's bed, but despite many attempts to understand its intent or purpose, it remains an elusive, odd device. I guess I'll never know. We're just gonna have to accept that and move on. The diagram scratched on the paper tacked to the wall appears to depict the All. The visual representation of the eternal alchemy as discovered by Olmad and later obsessed over by Scarlet Briar. Of course she'd have something of Scarlet's here. This flyer is torn and weathered, featuring a drawing of a Quaggan standing proudly above a dozen broken and defeated foes, below the word Ku-Ku-Chu, the Indomitable. This seems familiar somehow. I think that's I think you fight him in the Queen's Gauntlet.
Citizens of New Kainan,
This dagger is driven through the forehead of a pierced mask. Flecks of dried blood are visible across the razor-sharp blade and sturdy hilt. There seems to be no love lost between Mitron and the Purists. I guess even pirates have standards.
Hey,
Damn straight.
various transportation systems will remain offline indefinitely.
This appears to be, at first glance, an ordinary Jade Tech power core, but in closer inspection, there's an inscription along the top that says, Employee of the Month, Mikan 1844. Huh, who would have guessed? This device whirls with some sort of internal motion, suggesting a successful energy transfer. On closer inspection, however, it smells oddly of toasted bread. No, I have a craving for toast.
Hey, don't touch that.
I'm gonna touch all the things. You can't stop me. This Jade Tech battery has been converted into another energy source and appears to be powering something that faintly hums under the pile of discarded clothing. I probably shouldn't look any further. This battery appears to have been modified from Junlai Jade's design and emits a caustic red magical signature instead of the pleasing green hue of Jade Tech. The Aether Blades are why we can't have nice things.
No, that's not it.
Console? This screen shows a number of diagrams and schematics for some sort of massive facility, with notes from Mai to do additional research on facility's depth and pressure differential. That's unusual. This stack of books and papers appears to be a mixed collection of Canthan history, technical manuals on J-Tech, and selected pencil drawings of June from various angles.
No, that's not it.
What's this?
Is this what you were looking for?
Yes, my Imperial Security Badge. That will get you through any Kainan lab security, even during a blackout.
I'm sure you acquired it through entirely legitimate means.
Actually, yeah, I did. It's all I've got left that proves June used to trust me. For a little bit. I really thought I could be someone different. But you can't run from your past, can you? Anyway, take it, Commander. If it helps us stop Anka, then it's more useful in your hands.
Well, thank you, Mai. I'll meet you and Jory at the lab.
But first I'm gonna touch all your things. This broom lies on the ground next to where the sweeper mech has fallen inert and inactive. The straw on the broom is worn thin and ragged, no doubt from futile attempts to clean the chaotic room. A noble effort, but doomed to failure. Boy. Audio box. This device resembles the other Aetherblade audio logs you've seen, but this one appears to be unused. A piece of paper sits beside the device, etched with several scratched out lines of text. Always wondered if people wrote down what they wanted to say in these. The basket is half filled with fish, seemingly left out for weeks, now rotting and covered in flies. Even the cats are avoiding it as the stench is strong enough to knock over a Giganticus lupicus. This toy appears to be well worn, with scratches from the claws of the many cats lounging about the apartment etched into every surface. At least the cats are entertained. The jar lid is slightly ajar, revealing the sand within. Protruding from the sand is a small wooden scoop. The cat eyes you curiously as you examine the jar. I don't think this is my job. That's cat litter. This bowl is stained and caked with the remains of dried noodles and vegetables, which appeared to have been consumed weeks ago. Something greenish white grows among the rim. Don't think about it, really. The mold consumes us all. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think I've already looked at that. I think I touched everything that is yours. And now I'm gonna go wash my hands. Now I gotta go to the lab. It's all the way up there. Just a heads up, we do have ads coming. So, you know what? I think this would be a good time for an ad break while I try to get to the next part of the story. So I will hit us with an ad break so that way we have more time to look at what's ahead. And we get to enjoy the many sights of New Kinetic City. I like that, like, their road, like, their main mode of transportation is still, like, boats and... well, mostly boats. I'm a sucker for a canal. Would like to ride in one sometime. It'd be kind of neat.
Most of my flowers are imported from Xinjiang. There aren't many places in Kaineng to grow them.
No Kaineng law clearly states that merchant. This is a friendly public service. One heck of a special today, folks.
Just trying to still figure out my way around. Oh, I could fight you. You're just sliding. He's got those Heelys.
You are finished.
Just gently gliding around on those Heelys.
The Jade Brotherhood thanks you for your donation.
What? Oh. Got away with those Heelys.
Disengaging.
Let me just also grab this. Oh, I don't have enough charge? Okay.
Sharper still.
I think I could carry this buff in.
Accelerated.
Not sure. There we go. Just in time for the ads to end.
Commander, Tiny caught me up. This is incredible. This is huge. Massive.
Potentially.
Yes. Potential is all it is right now. We need more data. But if these power cells use dragon magic...
It could explain how they're being corrupted. Timey, Kaith, how's Aureen doing? I'd like to get her take.
She's doing all right, but seems to be asleep. Dreaming, perhaps.
I'll bet she's doing that mental projection thing again. Aureen could be anywhere right now.
I'll bet she has an idea what's going on here.
Maybe, but in the meantime we can collect hard data right here in this lab. Timey?
Yeah, I need you to scan a few more batteries. They're basically off the assembly line when they get there. Now that we know what we're looking for, I should be able to isolate the energy signature after a few scans.
Alright, a few more scans. Oop.
Looks like our next jade battery is up there. Way up there.
What if I stuck the scanner on my jade bot?
The scanners and drones are on the same network. We could grab the data remotely. Good idea, Commander.
I was wondering when this was gonna pop up. I knew it was like either a later section or it was... Yeah. Question is, I gotta remember... Oh. Trying to remember the controls. Oh. I keep hitting 5. Maybe I should put on the action camera. Hold on. That works. That actually works surprisingly very well. Why is it not letting me, like, hold on. Why is the controls like that? Hold on. I need to fix something. It won't let me, like, descend. It'll let me do everything else. It will let me ascend, but it won't let me descend. Where is it? B, C, okay. But that won't work. But that's so weird how they got that set up. I'm definitely not going to be able to get that speed achievement now. Oh, there it is. Did I set it to Alt? No. I guess I'll use that.
Let me tell you what bothers me. This whole time, not a single shred of evidence Anka's targeting these facilities.
You were the one who pointed us here. You saying you were wrong?
I know what I heard. Anka's definitely up to something.
You've been working with June all these years. You had no idea she was playing around with dragon magic?
I knew it had something to do with dragons. But this? No way.
Actually, I wonder. I'm sorry, I keep going back to this because it just doesn't feel right. What's the default? The default's unset? That makes no sense. It's just so clunky to like... It's just so clunky feeling. Unless I'm meant to like use page up and page down, but that makes... Again, that's like taking my hand off the mouse and I don't want that. I gotta get in there somehow. I think that's through here? Oh yeah, yep. This looks right. Let me try something. That's map floor up. And what's the... That is the default. That's so weird that swim down and fly down don't have a default. I do if space instead. That feels a little bit more comfortable.
We're getting real close to a usable sample size, Commander. A few more scans should do it.
Excellent. There are few things more satisfying than a foolproof sample size.
You really gotta get out more.
I get out all the time. It's where the bugs are.
What?
He's an entomologist.
And, as you know, a published expert in draconology. Oh, and magic waveforms, too.
So, you're not just an expert on dragons, but bugs and magic?
And my powers of deduction are leading me into a promising career as a crime-solving detective.
All right, take it easy. Let's let the commander focus.
Gork likes to dabble in a lot of things. So how do I get in here? I know there's a way in here. That requires going through there. But how do I get there? Oh, through here. And there... Nope. Nope, that's where we came from. There we go.
Final scan's coming through. Now I just need to compare it to... Gorik, check this.
Timey? Timey, you look ill. You should...
Timey, there's no way.
Oh no.
Somebody explain what's going on, please.
Okay, so dragon magic we've seen up to this point, all of it, has been in some way combinatorial.
Zaitan's magic layered with mortar moths, layered with pralks.
Or it's been that, but filtered. Oreen's magical signature.
But the margin of error bugged me, so I called the signatures of all the dragons, even Oreen. It was a perfect match.
A perfect match? What does that mean?
Pure dragon magic. I've made theoretical models, but never expected to see it.
I think it's time we had a conversation with June. Timey.
Aetherblade party bypassed the lockdown. No Anka.
Then it's just a distraction.
Timey, find June. We're about to be distracted.
Health increasing! Unwound!
Whoa.
Vitality restored!
Do not scare me by reflecting my own stuff. I can only do projectiles.
I'm failing quickly.
Untouchable!
Sharp blades, sharp line. I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet.
Vitality restored!
I see, that's why my damage is not doing so well. You got resistant. And I have no way of cleansing that.
You are finished!
Anka isn't here. Where is she?
Oh. Use the hologram to contact June.
Hey, Commander.
There we go.
I've got June now. I'm catching everyone in. Commander, Time hasn't said what this is about, but I can interpret the waveforms on her screen better than most.
When exactly were you planning to tell us your Jade Tech empire runs entirely on dragon magic?
I understand your concern. You have experience in this, and an Elder Dragon's perspective, as do I. You? How?
The two are partnered. Jade Power was not solely June's idea.
Marine? When did she tell you?
She didn't have to. She sounds tired, troubled.
That's why Suwon is under my protection, in a top-secret, state-of-the-art facility.
There is no facility in the world that can contain an Elder Dragon. You both know that.
Not against her will.
That's why Anka sent this diversion. June, she knows about Suwon. I don't know how, but she does.
Then I suppose it's time you all met face to face. Meet me at the reactor. I'll wave you in.
Oreen, you should hang back. If Anka shows up with that extractor.
Of course. You're right. I'll meet you there, but I'll hang back, just in case.
The plot thickens. With that, we got one more part of the story to do, and then we'll call it quits for the night. But this is gonna be a big one. I can tell you that much. After going through the much more boring parts, even though it's a lot of build-up, it pays off in this next part. At least I think it does. Also, I need to whoop, eat some food. There we go. Oh, I'm supposed to be in there. Hold on. It's been a while since I've done the story for this. Ooh, pretty.
This is incredible. The entire facility is underwater?
70 fathoms deep, give or take.
Can it really handle the water pressure?
If it can't, we'll be fish food soon enough.
Actually, we'd be vaporized.
Where's June?
She'll be here soon.
Long way from Xingjie. Does she really expect us to wait around for her?
I expect you to have a bit of patience, Miss Delacroix.
It's the 14th century. I don't commute if I don't have to.
So this is where you have an elder dragon locked up?
My state-of-the-art facility is where Suwan resides, yes. I invited you here as a gesture of trust, Commander. Will you reciprocate that respect?
We'll hear you out.
Right this way.
An underwater adventure?
Quite the view.
June likes to start with the guided tour. The tram, over there.
A little tour. Ooh.
Your safety is our priority. Please keep any appendages inside the tram at all times. Welcome to Junlai Jade's famous Yom reactor. You are currently 130 meters below sea level. Our founder, Lady June, was born to a simple jade trader. However, within that stone lay boundless possibility. Sorry about that. I prefer to give these tours a more personal touch.
We were just going to learn about your father, the simple jade trader.
It was my mother who raised me. My father, the Emperor, is dead.
Oh.
Why are we here, June?
I want you all to see for yourselves what I've accomplished.
Impressive, but no place in the world can hold an elder dragon.
I don't know how many ways I can phrase this. Suwan is not being held. She's here of her own volition. We made a deal, one that benefits both of us, and all of Tyria. She would have ended up like the others if it weren't for my plan. Another feral beast for Dragon's Watch to put down.
Who else knows about her? This place feels like Suwan's being hidden.
But I don't go around broadcasting her presence. It's strictly need to know. The Empress, the government, the invaluable workers of this groundbreaking reactor. Many respond as you have. But initial shock gives way to reason. We're building the foundation of progress. I've harnessed Suwan's magic to lift up our civilization. And I want to bring that to all of Tyria.
You're offering jade tech to the entire world?
What I'm offering is freedom. Haven't all mortals suffered enough under the tyranny of dragon magic?
That magic's becoming increasingly unstable.
An unexpected bug in the system. But it's only a minor setback. I can fix it.
You don't know that.
I'm not afraid of the unknown. No one could have foreseen Jade technology until I made it a reality.
What's this place?
The control room. The nerve center of the whole reactor. That's where all the magic happens. Figuratively. Collecting magic from a dragon is precarious. We have to be prepared for unpredictable fluctuations. It's taken a few years, but we've refined it to a science.
Well, it is a science.
Indeed. It's a delicate ecosystem. You know why we built the reactor underwater?
Vanity?
Geothermal energy. Our turbine generators are placed along rift zones. The planet provides the energy with minimal ecological impact. A closed system. A stable system.
Ingenious!
Plus, you know, water dragon.
We're expanding our operation.
Very nice.
In time, Junelight Jade will produce enough power for everyone in Tyria. Think it over. Until then, I invite you to see the rest of the facility. As we return to the reception
whoa. Why'd the fish fly into the... fly in here?
The unending ocean is home to thousands of aquatic species. Junelight Jade, building a sustainable future. Your generous investment is powering tomorrow. Thank you for joining us on this interactive tour. Please watch
So
your
Gork
step
is such
as
a
you exit
child.
the vehicle.
Now I want to see the real tour.
I don't feel so good. Motion sickness.
Well, you should have faced the bow. First rule of seafaring.
Take the elevator down. I'll see you soon.
Can we take the tour again?
Maybe later.
Not so much a tour, but just a roller coaster ride.
So, just making sure we're aligned. We're not okay with this, right?
I'm taking June's word with several grains of salt.
You've seen Cantha with your own eyes. Their lives have been transformed.
If dragon magic can really be used for good, that changes everything. And as a scientist, she seems very capable and motivated, but not in a scary Scarlet Briar kind of way. Oh, no offense.
She says none taken.
But I gotta wonder with like the history of like what Cantha's been going on while we were, you know, destroying the Elder Dragons. Like, did it just grow more and more unstable the more Elder Dragons we just killed? Like with Zaitan, did they feel like a little tickle, and then it just got worse when we made moves on Mordremoth and then Kralkatorrik?
Let's see what he has to say about my...
And then we just kind of hit critical mass with Jormag and Primordus at the same time.
I'm thinking it's my reactor and I'll do as I please.
It's a matter of national security.
It's a matter of national opportunity. Don't be so goddamn pigeon-hearted, lady. Oh, I guess are here. I have to go.
Don't you dare hang up on me!
Just a moment, Commander. I'll have the security AI grant you access. Bit of a formality.
Ooh.
This area is restricted to authorized personnel only. Project Horizon access required. What? I thought I gave you all guest privileges. This is embarrassing. Give me a moment. Mainframe. Unlock visitor level access. Unauthorized user detected. System lockdown in progress.
Uh-oh.
Autonomous security active.
Uh-oh.
Have a nice day. Unauthorized user? Who do you think created you?
I think I'd prefer if the J-Tech demo wasn't interactive.
June, little help here.
I'm trying. Hold your damn horses. It's not letting me... Get the hell am I locked out?
If you could all watch my back, I can use the consoles to disable the mechs.
You've got it.
Elevating security level to continuous replenishment mode.
Just in case I run into anything that keeps running resistance on them.
I've overridden the first console. 3 more to go.
You're not paying attention to the security protocol briefings?
Of course. I wanted to learn from you, June. I wanted to be useful.
I see.
Oh my goodness.
Requesting total reconstruction.
The second terminal overridden. I still can't access the mainframe from my end.
Just 2 more. Cover me.
There's so many of them.
You really didn't skip on security.
This is... Well, I mean, it is a top secret facility, so... You would think that they would rely a little bit more on manpower, though, than machine. Especially when things are going haywire.
Third terminal down. There's something strange. I'm not the only one in the system.
Do you mean?
Yeah, it has to be her. That's it. Got it. June, do you have restored access? June?
Guess we're on our own.
She must have been fully locked out before I regained control. Anka did this. I know it. The Aether Blades are inside the facility.
Why is she doing this? What's her plan here?
Knowing her, something real bad. We have to get to
The
Suwon.
doors are locked.
let's find
We
her.
can't go this way.
There's an auxiliary maintenance corridor through the facility. It leads to the main reactor chamber.
Warning. This console is authorized for personnel of Project Horizon, Indigo clearance level only. Oh, we go through there.
Give me a moment and I'll get us in.
Hey, that's June's office. Are you always this snoopy?
It's literally in my job description. Anyway, it's
He
not
is a
breaking and
detective.
entering if you've got a key.
That's a lockpick.
Better than my method, the crowbar. Rifle through the assortment of papers and documents filled with schematics, analysis, and progress reports, but you don't find anything useful. Hmm. This console appears to have been unlocked, presumably by whatever Mai did to bypass the reactor's facility internal security measures. You browse through the data structures, which is highly organized and categorized by topic: communication, HR, resources, and private. Within the files are a number of memos, communicates, and letters to and from June, all related to the business operations of Junlai Jade. One of the files looks to be an audio recording.
There's something I wanted to ask you. I don't really know how. It's stupid. I'm an open book. How do you do it? All of it, I mean. The politics, the business, the engineering. When I watch you work, I think to myself, I can never be that. I don't know, maybe it's in my nature. Maybe I'm doing this all out of spite for my father. I just know it's what I'm good at. And I can't imagine doing anything else. If you find your purpose, we keep moving forward. You're a smart woman. Do you really want to be my smuggler forever? A sky pirate? What if this is my purpose, June?
Open the HR file. This appears to be a repository of for information related to personnel and recruiting needs for Junlai Jade, and many of the files are flagged confidential. In this file is a number of procedural, technical, and reference guides pertaining to the operation of Jade Tech. At the bottom of the screen, a prompt reads, "Print Indigo Clearance Access Token." Private. The screen changes to black with a small symbol of a spinning hourglass turning in place. Okay, I made two copies.
Mai, if you're serious about turning over a new leaf,
I don't know why I made two copies.
maybe you don't have to be just a sky pirate.
Let's just find Anka.
What am I looking for in here? Probably nothing. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way. I guess that was for some extra stuff. Just an extra bit of lore. I will admit, I'm feeling very head empty today.
Why do you
if
know
it's not
about
already
this
obvious.
alternate path through the reactor?
Well,
Never mind. Forget I asked.
hope you were paying attention in the Jadebot training course.
I've been wondering. This reactor, it's not so different from Dominova. That's where I first met Anka. Scarlet destroyed it. At the time, that was our world. Our home. Our friends. And then it was gone. I couldn't stay there anymore. I had to leave. I've been trying to figure out why Anka became who she is. Do you think it's because...
We all choose our own paths, Gory. Some things are beyond our control.
Anka changed in the mists. She did... horrible things. I should have stopped her. I was her captain. If anyone's responsible for this mess, it's me. That's why I have to be the one to fix it.
I'm not sure why he's appearing sideways like that. It's a bit odd.
Fancy meeting you here, Mai. Seems you found some new friends. Oh, I see you're a little upset.
What's your plan here?
I always hated spoilers. Maybe I just wanted to see this visionary reactor with my own eyes. It really is something. Takes me back.
You can have the Aether Blades. I relinquish all authority to you. Just stop whatever it is you're doing.
Hate to be the bearer of bad news. The Blades are already mine. It didn't take much convincing. The crew agrees. You've lost your way, Captain. You saw what I saw in the mists. The rich lady wants to control the dragon cycle. You can't control chaos.
I believe in June.
Too bad. I'd love to stay and reminisce, but I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Anka!
Gorik.
I have something to say. Everything you've done, you're a liar, Anka!
Goodbye, Gorik. Commander, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not to assume the worst, but I've lost contact with my reactor. My life's work. I don't know what you're doing. If you think you're some kind of liberator for Suwan, you're making a mistake.
But I'm not Aether Blade. Oh!
You've made it, Champion of Aureen. I'm grateful to have met you at last.
Suwan.
You came to rescue me, didn't you? I appreciate the gesture. But I don't need saving. Not from June, anyway.
You're really here by choice?
It was I who proposed this arrangement to her. She's an audacious one, is she not? This place. It manages the flow of magic between me and Tyria's ley lines.
Manages?
June used a different word. Modulate. She takes the magic I shed to make a new dragon jade. It's been a most harmonious arrangement.
Wait, the other Elder Dragons, we killed them. Some of that magic went to Aureen, but the rest...
Returned to the web of ley lines, and then to me. You did what you had to do, but I can't filter the magic alone. Even when my children were alive, we couldn't filter it together. As each of them fell, the magic grew more corrupted. Now, it's become something else. Something disagreeable to mortal life. I've shielded my flock from it for a long time, but I cannot abate the flow of magic for much longer. When I'm gone, all of Tyria will be destroyed. All life extinguished.
There has to be a way to stop it.
Aureen, the Scion. She can filter all of the world's magic, but she must be ready. Without me, the magic will crash through her like a tsunami. It was my intention to give her more time, acclimate her to the role. But it looks like I have none left to give.
That's right. You're in danger, Suwan. June's lost control of the reactor.
I know. It was a naive indulgence of mine to think I could stay here forever. Such mortal fancies are unbecoming of an Elder Dragon. Take care of Aureen. That is the role of a champion. And please, don't try to save me.
Wait, Suwan! What does that mean? Suwan?
You're back. Come on, we have to hurry.
There she is. The big noodle. Su Wong.
You have a pained soul, tiny one. Do you believe I mean you harm?
The entirety of your existence is harm, Elder Dragon. In this life, I'm only an ant. What I'm about to do, breaking the cycle, it's for a better world, I promise. See you on the other side, Commander.
Anka! Don't!
It's begun. When the time comes, the cycle must end. Promise me.
Commander. Commander, are you okay?
I'm fine.
This is Orion's stolen magic. Anka unleashed the extractor.
If your legs work, then we need to get out of here. Now, follow me!
We need to help Suan. We can't just abandon it.
Malfunction detected. Status critical.
Oh, that's bad. Commander,
Oh, this way.
nothing matters if the reactor blows.
Gora, how long will this place hold?
I don't know. The brainings compromise the entire structural integrity.
Ooh, pretty rocks. Oh no, it's flooding.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Here we go.
They're getting their running legs ready for the big sprint to get out of here.
Alchemy!
How was that?
Main power couplings offline. Lead out to reserve power.
This must be why they say to take the stairs during an emergency.
We've survived 5 Elder Dragons and a God of War. Of course we die in an elevator.
Warning. Containment chamber breach. Primary subject not detected.
Not detected?
Suwan's escaped. Anka's plan all along.
Jade power grid over. Reactor temperature rising.
This is bad.
Meaning what exactly? This entire place is about to blow, and it won't stop there. The city's whole Dragon Jade network will overflow with excess magic.
The explosion will be like numerous Thomanova disasters at the same time.
The loss of life will be incalculable.
How do we stop it?
There's a control room up ahead. If we get there, I can shut it all down.
Shut it down? June taught you how to do that?
No. She did.
Okay. Our fate's in the hands of a plastered pirate captain and her invisible psychopath friend.
I'm sober, unfortunately. But when we get out, you're buying me a drink.
The most we can do for you. Give you that proper hydration.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Captain Trin, we're here to give you a proper maritime send-off. It's been a real honor.
Better pirates than you have tried.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Oh man, you're beefy.
You sellout piece of... Well, don't matter. Shame I won't get to see the fireworks.
Yeah, just a casual reminder with like what Marjorie was saying about like the invisible psycho friend. She is a revenant. So she's channeling her boss as a spirit. Just to add some context.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
They massacred these technicians.
Good help. So hard to find. I've been playing around with dragon magic, and I really think I'm getting the hang of this. Without all magic, people are surprisingly
Oh, so you just raised the dead. Okay, good hint. Wow. Okay, what do I do? Oh, I still gotta defeat the...
Remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Wait, this is the room right here.
Control room is sealed. Get me inside.
Commander, these access panels should let us in.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Maya, we can't get to you.
I've got it from here. We've got it. Just get out while you can.
You can't do this alone.
I'm not alone.
We can't do anything more down here. We need to get back to the surface and warn the city.
I'm not running away and letting Kaining be annihilated.
Commander, I don't like it either, but Maya's our only shot.
Marjorie's right. And if she fails, the best we can do is warn as many people as we can.
Alchemy. All right. How do we get out of here?
Up the ramp. I saw another maintenance corridor while we opened the control room.
Just up ahead, we'll be past
This is...
The tram tube. It should take us back to the entrance.
Guess you got your wish. Riding that thing.
Maintaining our top secret proprietary reactor. Here we create our coveted jade batteries using highly
That's right,
advanced
zombies. You
methods
can't
that
get me.
push the boundaries of scientific knowledge.
Please remain calm and evacuate immediately.
Oh, what'd you do that for?
I'm not in the mood. Look down there. It's mine.
You shouldn't have done that.
I shouldn't have embraced you. It took me too long to see just how empty you are.
If it's between emptiness and hubris, I choose emptiness. You and that woman, you want to become gods. I just want to destroy them.
I wanted something more from my life. Purpose, stability, meaning.
Then you picked the wrong profession, Captain.
Guess you were right after all.
Oh no.
Sight's still off. Captain Anka here. Rendezvous at the hideout.
Oh no.
My Trin. She
She saved us. And everyone in Kaining.
She died a hero.
Anka killed her. She killed my Trin. She has to pay for this, Commander. This senseless killing, and she has to pay!
Gorik, we'll make sure of it.
Intruders of the reactor, this is Captain Fa of the Xunlai Security Unit. You're all under arrest for destruction of Xunlai property, acts of terrorism, and corporate espionage. Lay down your weapons and surrender immediately. Failure to comply will result in hostile action when we enter the building.
Guess we don't get a chance to explain ourselves.
It does look pretty bad from their point of view.
Well, I'm not standing around waiting to get scapegoated. What do you say we slip out while we can, Commander?
I'd say that's a good idea.
If the authorities are after us, we should split up. I'll look after Gorik. Rendezvous with you later.
And with that, we escape. Yeah, that particular story segment is it's action packed. There was a lot of build up to it, but it was worth it.
I'm fine, but Anka released Suwan.
I know. I'm on her trail.
We're on her trail.
Suwan's mind is in chaos, like Kralkatorrik, but worse. She's headed east, trying to find sanctuary. I'll do my best to follow.
East? Okay, I won't be far behind.
Alright, but that is going to be for another day. As this is actually technically the this is where Act 2 ends and Act 3 begins. We're already halfway through the expansion, and it gets pretty fun from there. Oh. Okay. Good thing I didn't stop recording from there. Because that's a bit of information for where we start out from next time.